by the light from the lamps in our living room. Polish Eve brings to you little plays on Zoom. Little plays on Zoom.
Before I tell you what happened, let me first say that this is not normal, because this is not normal. People do not get fired in the middle of their 10 a.m. granola bar and Facebook break, do they? I mean, is that a thing? You close your door, you put your feet up, and you're just about to settle in to read your Aunt Mary's latest JFK Jr. conspiracy theory. You've peeled back the wrapper on your chewy granola bar without losing a single chocolate chip, and the next thing you know, bam, you're out the door. You've got your half-dead potted plant in a box, your kid's crappy #1 dad mug, and half a pack of Trident and like 4 free stress balls, and a Bible that the woman who had the desk before you left behind that you were too superstitious to recycle. Jeff, we're gonna have to let you go. That's what they said. Like they didn't want to. Like the trapeze would only swing so long before their hands got too slippery and tired. Like it wasn't them, and it wasn't you. It was like physics or something scientific. They seemed disappointed in that scientific thing that made them have to let Jeff go when they liked Jeff so darn much. And I was Jeff. I was Jeff, who was being dropped in the net, only it wasn't a net. It was the parking lot outside my office complex. My former office complex, the office complex formerly known as mine. And I didn't know what to do. Was I supposed to go home? It seemed inconsiderate to surprise Marcy during her 4th episode of The Golden Girls, in between ironing my work shirts and ironing my work pants, and just before she really started hating her lot in life long enough to burn a pair. I was down 3 pairs of pants this week. If I walked in during that, she might turn the iron on me. I began to panic because unhappily married people don't suddenly lose their jobs. We aren't built for that. We don't possess the creativity to turn a lost job into a new dream for the future. Hollywood acts like we do. They always love to root for the schlub. But us schlubs ain't seeing our dreams come true. We don't have dreams. We slog through life until we retire or have an affair with someone who'll like us even less than our current partner. We're drop dead, like we're supposed to. Unfulfilled and What do? I started walking with my plant and my mug and my gum and my stress balls and my Bible. I walked through the parking lot, and that led to another parking lot, and that led to the mall. It led to the food court, where I always had chicken lo mein on Fridays so I could watch the girls from Hot Topic flirt with the beefy guy who couldn't make change at the Orange Julius. I kept walking because it was a Tuesday and it wasn't lunchtime, and the stores were just opening. And all I wanted to do was just sit down and, if possible, cry. A lot. Somehow I ended up at the Stride Right. You know the Stride Right? The really nice store for kids' shoes and stuff? It was the only store that was fully open. The only one whose metal gate I wouldn't have to limbo under. I walked in. It felt purposeful. And that felt good. I sat down on the blue cushion, not the red one, because screw the red one, right? And then some very nice person, far nicer than Marcy had ever been to me, asked me if I needed help, and I said yes, and I blurted out a size, and while she was in the back, somehow I took off my work shoes too, because screw them, and my socks also, because Marcy had promised to darn the holes in them, but she never did. And I found a pair of fuzzy pink baby booties just sitting around on a display, and I buried my big toes in them. One booty on each toe. And suddenly, I felt better. I told you, this wasn't normal. There isn't anything about this that's normal. Then the nice woman came out of the catacombs of kid shoes with a box of sneakers my son would never wear or fit into, and saw what I had done and just froze. She looked at me like she was trying to remember what words to use to handle a situation like this, like surely I might go off any moment, and booty wearing was a precursor to mass murder and mayhem. Those are for children. That's what nice sales lady said. And I said, I know. And I took the booties off because the fuzz in them was too soft and too nice. And I was not used to that. And I realized I was scaring the nicer than Marcy, and I didn't want to be that kind of person. I wanted to be like the dumb guy at the Orange Julius stand. Or someone deserving of a #1 dad mug. Even an uninspired #1 dad mug. I didn't want to be that story that Aunt Mary would post on Facebook and all her friends would comment with sad faces and ooh faces. I just wanted to be a guy who hated his life, but had a job and ate a granola bar at 10 a.m. every day. Is that really too much to ask?